Friends, Bromans, country time lemonade makers. It has been a week, so raise your Pringles high and let's see what flavors you got, man. Calling out to my tokers, my lovers of dank, to ye, you connoisseurs of the Crunchwrap Supreme, welcome. Bring it down for a second, listen up. We should give credence to the history of why are we always getting high at 4 and 20. Because history is important. Time does not remember, so we do. And heeds must be paid. Plus, I gotta get this history out because I'm getting a contact high just breathing and I'm gonna forget what the fuck I'm doing. The great author, C.S. fucking Lewis once said, the future is something which everyone reaches at a rate of 60 minutes an hour, whatever he does, whoever he is. But I'm like, hey, you ever accidentally drink a Monster? 10 minutes you'll break in that fucking rule standing still, plus you'll have to piss so bad you could run to the future, grab your post-piss self and trade places. Now I hear you. How do you accidentally drink a Monster? Well, okay. So I was stoop drinking at Travis's because it's like 70 degrees in Chicago the last 3 days. And what happens when that happens is the city parties like their guests at a wedding, but then they stumble around looking like they were just rescued from a cave. So we said he had like this Arizona iced tea in the fridge. He's like, just fucking take one. And I was dehydrated because I like to party and I didn't like looks. So yeah, I chugged like I was at the gym. I didn't realize I was drinking concentrated panic until it hit my beak, and then it was too late. I was too thirsty. I guzzled that rocket of fizzy apple and adrenaline and immediately thought I accidentally drank cleaning supplies. But then I was like, that's fucking ridiculous. Put fucking multi-surface cleaner in the fridge. And then 10 minutes later, it was Wednesday. So yeah, C.S. fucking Lewis. You can time travel if you accelerate yourself too much. And I don't know if you've been watching the news lately, but you humans collectively need to take your foot off the gas, man. And thankfully, we got weed. So to you, lovers of doink, defender of endo, you hot boxing foggers of the snooch, and those who remembered to bring water, good 420 to you and to all who observe. I know it's a number, it's just math. It's just an arbitrary numerical measurement of time. But if you're indulging in the timeless art of getting higher than a bat's ass and crushing some Cheetos, you're not gonna wanna be doing math right now anyway. The air feels fresh when you treat yourself to your hobbies, you know? Charged with devil's may care and lettuce, every burrito a feast. You there, boy, what day is it? No, for real. Is it Monday? Fucking hope not. It might be. It doesn't matter, the time always comes around and you're ambitious. You could do it twice, but who's getting up at 4:20 A in the fucking M? Not me, man. I don't like protein shakes, I like to chew things. I don't do cardio, I got a tiny heart and running is for thieves. In fact, to those of you not being cool right now and are judging our annual scheduled meditation fog, might I suggest you be patient with those of us that apotheosize the great cannabis during this time, most excellent, because we're not going to be much help to you, okay? Unless you need someone to help you with snacks, as in graze on them like a well-traveled goat, then yeah, we got you, but otherwise we're not going to be productive. And also, fuck you, narc, it's been a week. You might be a lot less aggressive in the comments section if you would take a knee once in a while. See how it feels to let the world turn for a minute. Not saying lose sight of goals or anything, gotta have goals. Who's gonna make a Walgreens run in the next hour when the Kettle Backyard Barbecue runs out? We need crunchable sustenance ASAP or we're gonna get bummed. So yeah, stay focused, but like soft focus. Keep it romantic because we deserve it. We've been working hard. You've been working hard. It's been a week and we've been maintaining, we've been saying we're gonna make it through this year if it kills us since every other year. Might be okay to just try to get through it. Dig deep and find your deepest depths of apathy and like grip the sides. Oars out of the water, lads, and lean. Use your back, not your arms. That's how you hyperextend. And we gotta make it to land. Just kidding, you don't have to work that hard. It's a metaphor. Go warm up the PlayStation. It's gonna be a marathon. It is a rare privilege to speak to you during this communal plunge into the coral reefer we often traverse so much that I actually have an alarm on my phone to remind me when it's 4:20 and also what I'm supposed to do. That's how hard I go, because I don't know if I've said this already, but it's been a week, and the only way I can simmer down the kettle is with pop, man, so fuck you if I get a little Dr. Seussy. I'm sorry if I say some medieval shit sometimes. I get linguistic, when flipping the bim bam. I could start rhyming at any second. You're gonna have to deal with it because I'm feeling it. And this week I've had plenty. So when it's 420, please don't prevent me. Be more friendly and let me sneak a beat because it's been a week and the time is right to get right. Yeah, that counts as a rhyme. If Paul McCartney and Wings can rhyme jet with jet, then I can do whatever the fuck I want, Dad. The fuck was I talking about? Oh yeah, so here we are taking this moment to ruminate the history of why you decided, humans, that 20 minutes after 4 o'clock we should spark up and tune out. Why not 3 p.m.? Why not noon? Why not 10:04 p.m.? That's when the Hill Valley clock tower was struck by lightning, sending Marty McFly into the future. If that's reason enough, we should get blazed and crush BTTF. We're gonna wanna do Back to the Future too, but we'll only get about 30 minutes in before we're passed out among the blankets on the couch. It's basically Thanksgiving. You do it enough and it's a tradition. But we gotta remember why, because history is important when it comes to something, whatever. Things come from places, and that's important because if you've been doing the thing so long you forgot why, then you find out you started doing it because of something stupid. Like, what if 420 started because some guy that worked at a restaurant where Jesus had the Last Supper was asking how many for dinner, and the guy was like, for 20? And it turned out there was 12, and he looked like a fucking idiot. And then we just get intentionally stupid around that time. That's the reason. What if it's because they were doing science shit in the 50s, sending messages into space, and one came back and the computer translated it to 420, and the scientists were so freaked out they were like, fuck it, I'm out, called it a day early, and now we honor that by checking out around that time, fulfilling the prophecy or whatever. What if, like, around that time, Socrates was walking and thinking about stuff, but he wandered too far and ended up at an elevation that was unfamiliar to him, and at the time, the lack of oxygen got him really fucked up, basically invented hiking and getting high at the same time. It could be from so many things. There's so many theories why we bake beans until it's cloudy with a chance of munchies outside at 420 any old day. Popular theory is that it's because of police code for marijuana, but that is not where that comes from. There's no such code. And you figure, well, that's what they want you to think. But like Google is free, Cook County Sheriff Code 420 actually means assist other agency notification. Which sort of sounds like it means something, but it doesn't, like Wi-Fi or Corinthian leather or enough cheese. It's just not a thing. A lot of humans think it's because 420 is the California Penal Code. It's not, that's 11357, but you can't sew that on a patch, you'll look like a stormtrooper, and we're one with the force, you dig, Obama? It gets weirder because you're humans, of course it does. A lot of people think it's because of the Bob Dylan song Rainy Day Woman 12 and 35, because 12 times 35 equals 420, and that song's about people getting stoned. And that must be. But the official explanation is that, quote, 2 women came into the studio, and Bob Dylan correctly guessed their ages were 12 and 35. Which is no less possible, but it's also fucking creepy, just saying that out loud. Not as fucking creepy as humans think we get high at 420 because Adolf Hitler's birthday is 420. And then that's gotta be why, but like, that's a leap. But it's totally something you can hear a stoner say when you're just hanging out on the quad. Just like minding your own conversation, and Craig comes by and is like, you guys know that Hitler's birthday was 420, right? Kills the vibe, kicking it in the dick, and now you have to deal with it. But Craig was wrong as usual. The truth, the real reason for 420 is because a bunch of kids wanted to get high because school sucks. Back in the early 70s, Steve Capper, Dave Reddix, Jeffrey Knoll, Larry Schwartz, and Mark Gravich were a crew from San Rafael High School in Marin County, California. And they were known as the Waldos because they hung out by the wall. See, sometimes things are just a thing. And they would meet up every day at 420 by the statue of Louis Pasteur to get ripped and do weird shit, and they would call those weird things safaris, but they were probably more like wandering around and laughing at shit. And if you've ever been bambied on the dinky dow, then you know exactly what a safari is. But why 420? For the same reason it is and has always been. Because it's the right time, man. School was done, but their parents weren't home yet. Quote, we got tired of Friday night football scenes with all the jocks. We were the guys sitting under the stands smoking a doobie, wondering what we were doing there. And then Stephen Bloom from High Times was wandering through the lot, which is a term for the groupings that tailgate Grateful Dead concerts back in the day. A chronic of deadheads, I believe, is the correct term of entering. And then a deadhead handed him a yellow flyer. Quote, we're gonna meet at 420 on 420 for 420 Ying in Marin County at the Bolinas Ridge sunset spot on Mount Tamalpais. And Steve figured that was that. And like all things that afternoon, it was also dope. Quote, I started incorporating it into everything we were doing. I started all these big events, the World Hemp Expo and the cannabis cup, and we built everything around 420. The publicity that High Times gave it is what made it an international thing. Until then, it was a relatively confined to the Grateful Dead subculture, but we blew it out into international phenomenon. And why the Dead? Because it turns out Dave Reddix used to work with the Grateful Dead bassist Phil Lesh as a roadie, and well, where there's smoke. So that's what that was. And now 420, both the time and the date are just synonymous, synonymous, goes hand in hitter with smoking some diz. So much so that the number of the California state bill that established the state's medical marijuana program is 420. That's true, I Googled it. But of course the rumors are strong. Anyone doing it right probably forgot why they were doing it right in the first place. Anyone ever ask you, your biological instinctual reaction is, cuz, and that's really what matters. Best thing to do is just go with it. We decide we're gonna grind a few gaming hours until it's too late for a normal takeout, and we gotta get creative with what's open, then so be it. If it be that we decide to go down a YouTube binge hole of weird, kind of pervy 70s cartoons and chase it with Letterkenny bloopers, then so fucking be it. 'Tis done, 'tis honored. We've been laughing about the same weird noise the fridge made an hour ago, and it's looking that's like just gonna be what's happening till we crash, and that's how we're gonna do, man. So join us, get pizzas, because we are honoring the tiggity, okay? Because we deserve it. It's been a week. Happy 420, everyone! I mean, technically it's 5:39, but fuck it, I don't care.